This is Brad with Arborview Properties. We've got Ken on the phone, and he's on the phone with us because he is all the way out in Colorado, and we just closed the deal. This is Joel.
Hi there.
My home buying specialist, which a lot of you see if you come out to the house. We've been dealing with Ken remotely. Ken, you inherited a house from your dad, and
That's true.
yeah, and you needed a solution because a house. What's it? You're in Denver, right? I've driven to Denver before. This is a 21-hour drive from here in Atlanta.
Right, it takes a long time. We've had a great level of interaction, Ken, and you've been great. You did come out and met us one time to make sure that we were who we said we were, and we had a nice little visit. We've been to your house, your dad's house, several times, and basically what we've done here is we've handled everything for you remotely, including helping you get your power of attorney and through the probate process, and all the things that needed to be done for you to be able to acquire the legal right to sell your house, your dad's house in Georgia. And obviously we've been your feet on the ground, your ears and your hands. We just wanted to give you an opportunity to tell us all the things that we've done that were either positive or negative about this experience. And, you know, if you've got anything to say, now's the time to do it, because we're going to share it with the world. Bottom line is we hope that we're going to do more probates, and we have good customers like you that need our help. Anywhere in the country, we're available to them. So what do you think of the process, and how did this go? I know you were suspicious at first that you might be dealing with people that might not be always the perfect, until you met us, you know?
Well, Joel, I called you guys because I didn't know where to start. And since then, I've had a lot of calls come out of the woodwork there when the when the process got probated. But sticking with you guys from the very beginning, like I said, I've had 27 different calls from people that wanted to buy it. But you guys went out there right off the bat. You were the first ones out there. I mean, the only ones that went out there within a day. And you checked out the situation. You told me what it looked like to you. You were not having a problem with it being we'll call it a hoarder house. And then we ran into some snags with the probate part of it, and it kind of dragged out a little bit. But being able to talk to Joel and continue to monitor this on roughly a weekly basis, and making sure that all these were just little hiccups in the road, that was very reassuring to know that I didn't have to keep going back and forth, and I didn't have to worry about it, do this and that. So both Joel and Brad, you guys were what you said you were. You represented everything correctly, and you guys did a very fantastic job on helping me with things that were even above and beyond the scope of just the house. For example, dealing with the vehicle, and then dealing with some of the other stuff, and contacting some people down there, and things like that. And that was very appreciative on my part. And like I said, being roughly 2,000 miles away, it was reassuring to have somebody that I could trust take care of all this process for me and stay with it from the beginning until the end. So I would highly recommend you guys to anybody else that gets in that situation that needs boots on the ground helping you figure stuff out.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. And obviously there were some oddities here, and as we went through the process, obviously there were other people involved, and friends of the deceased, and a lot of other individuals, including neighbors that were concerned about the house, and trees and damages to the property. It just was a little complicated. But you know, that's what we do. We like to tell people, although everybody always thinks this is just about money. And of course it's about money. You're going to get paid in the end, but it's really about all the other things that are necessary to make the deal come together in a timely fashion, with as few hiccups as possible. And then when the hiccups arrive, then you just find out what you need to put on it as an ointment, right?
That's right.
Well, you know, I look at it as more of what it became was a partnership. And like I said, when I had all these other phone calls and I kept telling people that it's all been taken care of, somebody else questioned me and said, well, maybe we could give you more money, or maybe we could do this or that. And I said, the more I thought about it, I thought, no, it's not about the money. It's about the service. It's about what you guys provided as far as making this whole thing easy on my part. And that, to me, that was a partnership, and it was, you guys were dedicated to it, you were committed, and I had no doubts that for as long as it was going to take, that it would work out the way it should.
Thank you. We do appreciate your feedback. Again, we do feel it's a partnership. I think that's a great expression. We each have a job to do. I'm kind of the front end where people meet me. Missy, who's not here right now, is a great asset in how she deals with the people that call in. Brad helps us figure out, what we're going to do with the property. And of course, we had the other little hiccup too when we realized that there was that structural problem downstairs.
Yeah, when we pulled got a lot of stuff out of the house, and there was a massive crack in the foundation. We didn't
ask you for.
We didn't ask him for a reduction on the price. I mean, that's probably at least $10,000 to repair that damage, and we just said, you know what?
The deal's a deal.
The deal's a deal. We're going to do what we say we're going to do, and that's what we did.
Yeah. So anyhow,
that is what you did. And even when I had a question on the contract 4 months later, and you guys, man, I was amazed, Brad, at how quickly you jumped on that one and took care of that.
Oh, that's right. We did have a little error in the closing process, and we realized that we were erring in the wrong direction.
There was a special step.
There was a special stipulation. We went ahead and paid you for also. So
yep.
Probably had that taken care of within about a half hour.
Yeah. So
I was like, wow, that was quick.
Well, that's also the relationship I have here with my closing attorney, Josh Rand, and his girls that work for him. I've closed a lot of deals here, so we have a good working relationship with them to make sure things are resolved quickly.
But what we say is what we try and do, and then we always try and do a little more. And that's we're flexible about that. I think all joking aside, we actually paid you an extra $25.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, the bottom line was it wasn't a big deal.
Well.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Worked out well.
And we'll be in touch. I guess I still got to solve a problem about that car. We'll talk about that, then we'll resolve that too. But next. That's what it's all about, is how we solve the problem. So thank you, Ken, and don't hesitate to call if you need anything else. All right?
And I'll be knocking on your door when I need to go snowboarding. I'm gonna come out there and stay with you, right? And then head up to Summit County.
That's fine.
Okay, Ken.
Well, thank you, Brad and Joel, for your help too.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, buddy.
Talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.